8 years of my life, dude, right here. Right? Huh?
That's
Give
great.
me a high five, dude. Let's do this. All right, I'm ready.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Todd Edward Watson. What you are about to see is video footage of what took place today, April 18th, 2017, when I entered the Broward County Courthouse to perform my duty as an American citizen to report public corruption. I constructed a 3-page document that you will see a copy of that was written under the penalties of perjury, explaining that if what is contained in the document is not true and accurate, State Attorney Michael Satz must prosecute me. I will read this document so you get an idea of why the officers of the court behaved the way that they did on the video. My name is Todd Edward Watson. I initiated a federal investigation with a brief I sent to the FBI. A copy of this brief can be retrieved, viewed, by pulling up case number 095531CF10A with Broward County Clerk. Click on April 27, 2015 filing. It's 83 pages. Review pages 37 through 83. To accurately detail all the actual felony crimes committed in collusion by an enormous number of officers of the court within judicial bodies throughout the entire state of Florida would take thousands of pages. In short, this brief touches on the first ever state-sanctioned act of terrorism upon a U.S. citizen's business authorized by State Attorney Michael Satz himself. See Exhibit E of the brief. Note, one of the reasons this act of terrorism was performed was to cover up the death of a 19-year-old male. For details, click on the filing on 12/21/2015, review pages 12 through 39. Intentionally not reporting acts of presumed child molestation, having forced witness informants, the state's informant William Glenn Steers to perform perjured testimony. See Exhibit C. Colluding with defense attorney Craig Stella to forge a power of attorney, allowing Mr. Stella and Ms. Dina Ayala to steal all monies and contents from my business without the risk of prosecution. See Exhibits A and B in the brief. The plea agreement I was extorted to sign memorializes that if I don't accept the state's offered deal, a knowingly innocent senior citizen, my mom, Carol Gould, will be prosecuted for a first-degree felony crime, tampering, that was in fact committed by officers of the court who were present in the court for these unconscionable behaviors. This unconscionable, illegal plea agreement that rapes public policy and or any form of decency also memorializes that if I dare attempt to exercise my constitutional protected rights and liberties by exposing the enormous amount of misconduct surrounding my case by filing, quote, any further motions, appeals, complaint, or litigation for any reason on any grounds in this or any court of law, pro se or of counsel, then the defendant agrees to an automatic resentence of 35 years. See number 18 of Exhibit D in the brief that was sent to the FBI. The list of colluding actual felony crimes goes on and on. ASA, Assistant State Attorney Denise Nooner, fabricating official documents at the instruction and direction of ASAIC John Gallagher. Court reporters Michael Happ, Sandy DiGiamo, and Vivian Rock fabricating transcripts. Because God gave me the courage to fight against the evils that freely frolic within the Broward County criminal justice system, I was illegally resentenced the day prior to my scheduled release with the sole purpose of continuing to conceal the ongoing criminal practices of colluding actors. The worst possible nightmare of colluding actors has happened. I'm free. The 4th DCA ruled co-conspirator Judge Levinson did not have jurisdiction to resentence me. Despite co-conspirator Judge Merrigan's efforts to continue my false imprisonment, I was released on 3/20/2017. Attached is a copy of an email received from Assistant Public Defender Tamara Curtis stating in pertinent part, Todd should definitely not come to the court. BSO is circulating a flyer to alert all court staff to be on the lookout for him. They claim he has made threats or something. The only threat I have ever posed is accountability being placed on corrupt persons of authority. I have been a federal informant for almost 5 years, sending the FBI over 2,000 handwritten pages to assist in their investigation. I have witnessed firsthand that Broward County, BSO in particular, has some of the most amazing people ever to walk the face of the earth. People who care about others' souls. People whose feet I don't deserve to wash. Why is it these people are not in the highest positions of authority? No matter the reason, change is imminent. In essence, this is my own flyer in response to the lies placed in the one circulating about me. Its intention is my constant pursuit of truth and justice. Make absolutely no mistake, arrests are coming. And when the largest number of government-directed officials, public employees, and civilians are arrested, involving one single case, it is then that people will recognize the will the Maker of heaven and earth has had over it all. This flyer is written under the penalties of perjury. If what is contained herein is not true and accurate, then co-conspirator Michael Satz must prosecute me. Under the penalties of perjury, I declare the information herein to be true and accurate. Todd Edward Watson, signed 4/18/2007. Please take the time to look up cited cases and filings to verify the truthfulness of this document. The video footage you're about to see has 5 scenes. I will briefly describe the scenes, however, the full effect is on the video. The last time I entered the Broward County Courthouse, approximately 3 weeks ago, an officer followed me. Scene 1 depicts me going up to the officer's desk where the officer was stationed that followed me the last time. This time I was given the okay not to be followed. However, my purpose of the visit was to perform my duty as an American citizen to expose the ongoing criminal behaviors practiced by a large number of officers of the court within Broward County's criminal justice system. Therefore, you will see me handing the 2 officers a copy of the document I just read, explaining at the end of it that it's written under the penalties of perjury. And if it's not true, Michael Satz must prosecute me. Due to the contents of this document, the officers contacted State Attorney's Office explaining the content of the document. Thus, 3 assistant state attorneys started following me. Scene 2, the judge who originally sentenced me is co-conspirator Judge Kenneth Gillespie. In short, Kenneth Gillespie quashed the subpoena ducis tecum I put forth for the memory and storage unit of digital recorder number 100118958 that in fact contains the conversation that exonerates me, and flat out refused to hear the testimony of the state's informant William Glenn Steers, who came forward and confessed he was forced to lie and I am innocent. Judge Gillespie also executed the most evil and unconscionable contract ever constructed during my 5/11/2011 sentencing hearing. Scene 2 shows me dropping a copy of the document I just read inside his office. Scene 3 shows the 3 assistant state attorneys who were following me. You will see I advised them that Michael Satz firebombed my office to cover up a murder. Their response was, I don't have anything to do with your paperwork, and I have no interest whatsoever. Scene 4 shows the 3 state attorneys entering the elevator with me. Words could never do justice to what you were about to see. You have to see the video. These people don't care. They're above the law. I mean, it's just, and thank God that we got video of this. Scene 5 is me in the clerk's office dealing with a couple of legal issues. You will see and hear Deputy Liette threatened that if I continue my efforts to expose public corruption and hand out one more document, he guarantees he will put me in handcuffs. Listen for the officer in the background tell the other officer, just so you know he's recording this, just so you know. The officers then escorted the person who was videoing out of the courthouse. This video is a must-see for any and all American citizens who are willing to stand up for what's right, who are willing to fight for their constitutional rights and liberties. Within these never-before circumstances my case presents, I was able to implicate judicial bodies and members within these judicial bodies throughout the entire state of Florida. To name just a few, Attorney General Pamela Jo Bondi, Assistant Senior Attorney General with the 4th DCA, Georgina Jimenez Arosa, the Executive Director of the Florida Bar, John F. Harkness, the Executive Director of the Florida Commission on Ethics, Verlindia Doss, and Deputy Executive Director C. Christopher Anderson. Many members of the Florida Judicial Qualifications Commission, and many, many others. State Attorney Michael Satz, who has been the State Attorney in Broward County for over 41 years, is now in a state of panic and in all likelihood is scheming to either arrest me or to murder me. This story must be told. This video must go viral. We, the people, can no longer tolerate such evil acts of tyranny. These people must be arrested. Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see you anymore. I went to this nice
That's the school next to has a program.
Want to take this? Do you have anything to do with the Broward County Courthouse? No? Well, it says that Michael Satz firebombed my office to cover up the murder. You don't want to have anything to do with that, right? Obviously. Okay. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to have truth and justice when you do all the corruption that goes on?
Right here?
Yes. No?
I have no interest whatsoever.
Obviously. Oh, you're a state attorney.
I have
Oh,
no
okay. No wonder. Yeah, okay. No wonder. Yeah, well, I tell you what. You, all right. You want to take the paperwork? You guys are coming in.
Hello.
Here you go. Come on, guys. Don't you want to read about how Michael Satz firebombed my office? Under the penalties of perjury, gentlemen. No? You're a state attorney. Don't you care about that? Don't you care that a little 4-year-old defenseless girl was allowed to be gang raped repeatedly? Of course not. The informant in my case came forward and confessed he was forced to lie. I'm innocent. They just made him disappear. That's the state attorney way, right, guys? Absolutely. Beautiful. No? Still no? Nothing? Okay. Fabricating transcripts, fabricating official documents. It's all in a day's work, right? Fantastic.
Sí, por eso voy a estar yo y voy a verificar de que.
Y lo otro de la tercera, que él va a decir que sí que lo puso hace tiempo, según la tercera que me
Vamos a ver, el güey ya está al tanto de cómo.
It's your own document, you cannot be disseminating it around the courthouse. Okay, whatever.
I sent you the information.
Hand it out again and you'll be in cuffs. Promise.
Okay. This is the order from the judge.
What they used to do is in the company, copies, try to
So you know he's recording.
This is the order from the judge.
Just so you know he's
for
recording us,
PCA.
just so you know.
EPA copies, like EPA copies. And the judge basically talked about what pleadings and the judge was curious. Okay, how to decide whether I'm going to take this.
It's not really on the last page, that's page 3, where it says that my case was vacated and reversed, and they reinstated my original 6-year sentence, which ended over 2 years ago. You see, I was resentenced the day before I was supposed to be released to cover up all the crime and corruption and freely frolic in Broward County.
It is with the judge. Okay. So can you write somewhere that says it's with the judge?
And you see on the back, page 203, ma'am, it shows where the judge says 2 years from the date.
I'm the attorney, so when I
Got any idea?